Nigeria's inflation rate resumed its upward trend in January, hitting a record high of 21.82%. This represents a 4 or 0.47% increase when compared to the 21.34% recorded in the previous month. This is according to the recent report released by the National Bureau of Statistics. The food inflation, however, surged to 24.32% in January from 23.75% recorded in December 2022, while core inflation, which includes the prices of volatile agricultural produce, stood at 19.16% in the review month compared to 18.49%. However, the highest increases were recorded in prices of gas, liquid fuel, passenger transport by air, vehicles, spare parts, fuels, and lubricant for personal transport equipment, and many more. Meanwhile, in terms of the food index, the surge in the rate was attributed to an increase in the prices of some food items like oil and fat, bread, cereals, fish, potatoes, yam, and tubers. Now let's get talking now, and of course how the economy is reacting to these, particularly with equities investment as well. So Ambrose Amodian, Chief Research Officer, Invested Consulting Limited, he's still here with us. If you take a look at the graphics on the, you look at the urban, the rural, inflation is there as well. Talk about food. So talk to us about how the market is reacting to this.
Yeah, I would say that the spike is expected. Seeing what happened in the month of January, we're surprised that this is coming, and nobody is not looking forward to see it. We said it in this house, several that January inflation will look up, to reverse what we saw in the month of December. And for me, that trend is what we've just seen. But as you just asked, from the financial market, what is the impact now? And for me, this is going to kind of divide investors' decision or where to look at this point. Because if inflation is going up, it has the way of affecting everything in the economy. But what you do as an investor is to edge to see how you can move with that trend of inflation in your returns. Because it is when you are earning close to the inflation, I say yes, you are moving or you are above inflation, that's what you can say. But if you look at the market speak now, after the last MPC meeting, we saw that there was kind of a hike, in rate from almost 16.5 to 17.5.
Right.
Then automatically, it was a surprise to investors that the next...
But is it working? Because some people say, look, the CBN's
what you ask is not whether it's working in the financial market, how investors should do with inflation. That's what I'm asking. Not whether it's working. That is not the
how to make use of the numbers.
Yes, at this time, that is what I'm trying to explain. That is going to drive investors to different direction with different reasons. I'm not explaining why it should be, because if your rate is looking up, we saw rate about almost 17 points, and investment return or yield in some windows or assets are far below what inflation is. Automatically, those investments are not giving you return to match what inflation is doing. Automatically, that will discourage some people to put money in that window. And we're surprised that when we saw that there's a disconnection between what we are seeing in the physical market, even the bond market. Look at the last option on Monday on the 13th for bond. You can see that there was a decline in the yield for those bond, federal government bond. If you look at the treasury bill, there's also a decline in yield. Why interest rate or MPR is high, about 17.5, this yield are still below 15%. Automatically, you can see there is a gap there for those. And those when it's meant that you can't appreciate, can't change because rate is fixed from day one. But where you can also, let some comment for those that are also equity players, look at, now that we're in any season, and we've seen that some yields are about 11, 9, 10, 13, highest about 12% yield in the market as we speak now, or 13. Now, it's also, if capital appreciation comes 10% plus that yield, we're going to get into like 23. That means you are closer to the inflation or you are above inflation slightly. I believe that this is what is driving for that. Even when all this is happening, election activities is becoming tense, what is happening in the economy because of cash crunch and all those stuff. But the market is still going up. Despite it's not an uptrend, but a kind of a raging bull. We said that people are still in position in the market buying stuff because of what they're targeting the earnings season to take advantage of.
I think we have Gerback Simo on the virtually now, and of course we have Olaide Banu join us now. Quickly, in 30 seconds, if you can do that before we move to the next available conversation. So how do you think the market is reacting to the inflation numbers that was just being released? 21.82% from 21.34%. Dr. Kasimu.
If you look at it, the all-share index gained less than 6%, but individual stocks some gain as much as 30, 25%. And this what attract people to go into it, because it shows you today is the best alternative. If you go to treasury bill, they are trading at a single digit. When you look at most bonds, they are below the inflation. So the only alternative market you can go and get it better is
Oh my goodness. Okay, do we have Olaide Bano to just chip in something on inflation figure? Do we have Olaide Bano? I'm not sure. Okay, not sure if we have.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
yes.
Well, so the inflation figure have not been so impactful in the market because the only place investor can actually have a positive return is still the equity market. So that's why the investors are actually looking into the equity market and taking advantage of the early season as we speak earlier.